learn about what Christmas is like in France and Germany. Now, France and Germany are countries located across the ocean from where we are. So if you look at the world map, this little red dot indicates where we are in Texas, right here in North America, in the continent of North America, country of the United States. Texas is about right there. Burnett is about right there. So we're going to be looking at traditions in France. Now, France is a country over here in Europe. It's probably just about right here where I'm drawing this orange circle, is a country called France. And so we're going to learn today about what Christmas is like in France. So, in France, okay, in France, Christmas is called Noel, and on Christmas Eve, children leave their shoes by the fireplace in hopes that they will be filled with gifts from Père Noël. In the morning, when they awake, they also find sweets, nuts, and small toys hung on their Christmas trees. Père Noël wears a red suit and a hat with white fur. He is very tall and large. He has a bushy white eyebrows and white mustache and beard. He carries a big brown sack filled with toys that will be delivered to every household at midnight using his sleigh pulled by reindeer. So here's a picture of what Père Noël looks like, and I bet some of you guys are making the connection that Père Noël in France is who we call Santa Claus in the United States. Okay, so he has a different name, but he's like Santa Claus in the United States. Nearly every home at Christmas displays a nativity scene or a creche. The creche is important because it serves as the focus for what Christmas is all about. Also, children are given an advent calendar to help them count down the days till Christmas. When Miss Roberts returns to class, I have an advent calendar that we will start working on together. The Réveillon is the big dinner French people share with their family on December 24th. The food that is served varies depending on what part of France you live in. This dinner can last up to 6 hours. Some foods that you might find at the table are escargot, which is this picture down here, snells, frog legs, that's the middle picture here, and scallops and truffles. Also, you will find foie gras, caviar, roasted capon, potatoes, and of course a chocolate Yule log cake. In France, there is a tradition of eating 13 desserts. These desserts represents Jesus and his 12 apostles. Okay, so there's just a little bit of information about how they celebrate Christmas in France. So some similarities to our Christmas celebrations, but there's many differences as well. So you're going to take the Holidays Around the World book you have in front of you, and you're going to fill out the page for France. So you'll need to flip through the pages and find the page labeled France. And we're going to complete the information that we learned about France. It says, children leave their blanket by the fireplace on Christmas Eve. On Christmas morning, the shoes are filled with toys and treats. If you remember from the reading, they leave their shoes by the fireplace. So that's not exactly something we do in the United States when we celebrate Christmas, but in France, that's a tradition they have. We hang stockings by the fireplace. In France, they leave their shoes out on Christmas Eve so that Santa Claus can fill them with treats and toys. The Yule log, if you look in the pictures I gave you, this right here is the Yule log, and you're going to cut your picture of your Yule log out and glue that onto your scrapbook right here. Okay, because a Yule log is a traditional food that they eat at their Christmas dinner in France. And it's like a chocolate cake, and there's kind of a picture of what it looks like, the Yule log cake. And that's a tradition that French people use in their Christmas celebrations. Okay, the Eiffel Tower, if you remember that first page, this right here is the Eiffel Tower. It's a famous landmark in France. And during the Christmas season, you see that They decorate the Eiffel Tower with lights and Christmas decorations, kind of like we do in the United States. We decorate our homes, the parks, different community buildings. So that's kind of a similarity between us and France. So you can take your picture of the Eiffel Tower in your clip art page, and you're going to glue that in right here as a reminder that during the Christmas season, the Eiffel Tower is decorated with lights and Christmas decorations. Okay, so that is what Christmas is like in France. So as you see, some different traditions that the French people have while they celebrate the Christmas season.